Shah Rukh Khan, he's the biggest star in India. He took over from Amitabh Bachchan, who's another big superstar. It came there is a series called Mega Crorepati, which is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the Hindi version. Now
Yeah, I
he
remember it.
went
Yeah.
on. You remember? Yeah. So there is this line, right? It takes 20 years to become an overnight success. Some stand-up comedian said that,
Yeah,
and
that's right.
Shah Rukh Khan had got the entire first floor of his house. I think he rigged it to look like the set of that Kaun Banega Crorepati, that event. And he got his
Mm.
friends to sit on the hot seat and he would rehearse with a few
Yeah,
months to
there you
go.
go.
And
Mm.
one of his friends, he said that apart from the fog machine, there was everything there. So the
Yeah,
amount of preparation that goes in, I think you talk about Gary Neville. He did something
yeah,
similar before he actually went on
yes,
the crease. No, not on the crease. Sorry,
yeah.
that's a cricketing metaphor. On in front of the camera. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of work that goes in, which is very heartening to know that this doesn't come
Yeah.
automatically.
No, I'll tell you the Gary Neville story. Actually, he was a very good cricketer as well, Gary Neville.
Ah,
He could have certainly played to a county level. When I went to interview him at Manchester United's training ground once, we'd done an interview, I think, with Ruud van Nistelrooy earlier on that day, and we were all set up in the interview room. And the PR woman came in and she said, "Look, we're really sorry. Gary's just had a bit of a bang in the face during training this morning, and he's got to go to hospital for a precautionary X-ray on his nose. We can't do the interview. Can we reschedule?" We said, "Well, we can't really. We're flying back to Asia tomorrow." So we were sort of, wearily sort of packing up, and we were really upset because, we'd gone a long way to try and get this interview. And suddenly, she popped her head back in and said, "Oh, funnily enough, I just had a call from Gary." And Gary said, he'll do the interview. He knows that you've come a long way for this. Go down to his apartment downtown, get yourself set up. His partner will let you in, make yourselves comfortable. I was very disposed towards thinking, yeah, this is quite impressive. But what I heard was when he was retiring from football, but he was immediately approached to go onto the Sky's Monday Night Football, which was the one where they used to have the very detailed touchscreen and very complicated. And as somebody who, when touchscreens first came in, I had to learn how to work on it. And I would stand there on the Premier League channel live at 5-ish on a Saturday afternoon when all of the action was coming in. And without having seen it, I would have to, look at clips, pause things, draw arrows on them, bring my guest in, call up a league table, change the stats, update data. What I heard was that once Gary signed the contract, he just said, "There's one thing I absolutely insist on. It's the summertime now. The season doesn't start till August sometime. I want you to send that touchscreen to my house, and I want it to be loaded with material, and I want to be able to practice on it." And he did. And he trained all summer long on working on the touchscreen so that when they first went live in, the end of the first week of August, second week of August, whenever it was the season started, he was 100% ready to do it live. And that's what sets people apart. And look
yeah.
at his career. He's gone on to have a great career in TV.